Mike, I'm going to have to send it back to you. I'm going to try one more time to get onto the slide.
I don't think you're going to have much luck, and I do think it's a weight thing, Casey.
Okay, we're going to talk. We'll talk.
All right, Casey, thanks very much. You know, for parents, time moves so fast. Every year your kids get bigger and stronger, but it's very different for parents who have a child with muscular dystrophy. They often don't get stronger, they get weaker. And as heartbreaking as that might be, kids with MD never cease to amaze. Case in point, the little boy you're about to meet. So tell me about this. What do we have here?
Texas, Oklahoma.
He already has a spirit of adventure.
Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York.
He's very into maps.
Idaho, Washington.
So he's hilarious. He could probably name 30 of the states for you.
Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia.
Pretty impressive for a 6-year-old, but even the best maps couldn't chart Zach Walters' journey.
He had a lot of personality.
By all accounts, Zach was a normal, healthy young boy.
When he was 4, we took him for his checkup. We mentioned to the doctor that he seemed to have trouble climbing stairs and he didn't jump very well.
Doctors didn't think it was anything serious, but decided to do some testing. What happened next would change this family forever. Zach was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
It was just a shock out of nowhere. We have no family history of it. Just didn't think that there could be something that seriously wrong.
We had to be strong because he's with us, and you can't break down in front of this boy. And so we went home and we took turns. One of us go in the bedroom and just weep.
My pterodactyl.
Duchenne dystrophy affects mostly boys, and many are unable to walk by the time they are 12. Still, despite the disease, Zach is a man on the go.
We just decided that we're going to do as much with this boy as we can, and you never know what tomorrow holds, so we're just going to love him and just do what we can.
I went all the way up here.
All the way up there to France?
Zach can not only point to Paris, France on a map, he's been there. But the most important trip the Walters family ever made was the one from Oklahoma to St. Louis for Jason's new job.
I definitely don't believe in accidents, and I don't believe in coincidence. I believe that, God has us here to be a part of that and to be at a place that's good for our son.
While there is no known cure for Zach's disease, there is a revolutionary new drug being investigated for treatment.
I am a hermit crab.
Shortly after he arrived in St. Louis, Zach was one of just a handful of local boys accepted into the clinical trial at Washington University School of Medicine.
And it's called PTC-124 is the name of the compound.
PTC-124 was developed through MDA-supported research. And even if it's not a cure, doctors here believe it's a giant step forward.
From the science of it, we always learn something. We learn what not to do or what direction to go. And so even negative trials, there's benefit.
Our most modest hope is that at the very least it would slow down the progression of his disease.
So with love and courage in their travel bag, Zach and his family plan to go down this road one step at a time.
The one thing that does not scare me is we know that this disease will never touch his mind, that he will always be our Zachary, that he'll always have his sweet spirit.
But I remind people that none of us know what our future holds.
Hope can't be found on a map, but it makes any destination seem possible.
What do you got there?
Eiffel Tower, a Sacré-Cœur, and Arc de Triomphe.
And I'd like you to meet Zach Walters and his family. Hannah's here, Tamara, and Jason. Thanks so much for being here with us. Jason, let me ask you about the Muscular Dystrophy Association and what they mean to your family.
The MDA is just an amazing organization. I don't think we've paid anything out of our own pocket for all the things we've had for Zachary so far. We've had some orthopedic inserts, we've had other night splints that he wears, but more than that, they're just an amazing source of information, an amazing source of inspiration and comfort. If you ever have any question or any thing that you need, they're right there for you, and they're just wonderful, wonderful people.
And Tamara, one of the words I hear a lot from parents is hope. That the MDA means hope. Is that true for you?
That is definitely true. The research that he's in and all the things that they have going on, it's just very, very promising. And it just gives parents that will to go on and that hope to know that somebody's working very, very hard to help your child, and that means the world.
So what would you tell the parents out there right now who are watching? Parents probably of healthy kids who are thinking about picking up the phone, but they haven't quite pulled the trigger yet. What would you say to them?
I would say please call. The research dollars are helping my child. We're part of this research and we're part of this groundbreaking study, and that's something that we wouldn't be able to do if it wasn't for their support. So I would say please give.
And Jason, you got a great group of people here. We're going to talk about that, but tell me about this. You came to town to be a student minister over at Canaan Baptist Church in South County, and you've got a whole group of people here all wearing those shirts.
We counted, I think we've got close to 80 of our church members here. We have a wonderful pastor who got the idea that we're going to support the telethon, and he announced it in church, and boom, 75, 80 people, because we have a church family that loves us and supports us and loves this guy, and that's great. That's awesome.
And Zach, what do you think of all these people coming out for you?
Really good. It's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Of all the places you've been, and you've been to so many places, what's your favorite?
France.
France, you like that? How come?
Because it's fun.
Because it's fun. Well, you know what's fun too is to have you here at the telethon. We're glad you came out to Grant's Farm. Can you look at that phone number there? And can you tell everybody what that phone number is for people to call?
843-8976.
For Zach and the Walters family, please give us a call right now, 843-8976. Heidi?
Well, you know, you mentioned all these people who have come here to kind of